Hey, welcome back. Thanks for sticking around through the break. If you're just joining us, this is Pillow Talk. This is a show about sleep. My name is Kevin Fear. I'm the president and CEO of Mattress Express, a chain of bedding stores. Again, if you're in a market where we have stores, you're probably familiar with us and what we do. If you're in a market where we don't have stores, people drive from all different parts of upstate New York every week outside of our market to shop with us because we're different. What makes us different? We have it all under one roof. You can go to several different stores and see everything we have. Well, some of the stuff you won't see in upstate New York, or you can just come here. We have Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy Hybrid, Purple, the full line of Purple, Puffy, number beds. We sell a lot of number beds by Instant Comfort, Personal Comfort. We have flexes. We have the largest selection of flex head beds in New York State. What's a flex head? A flex head is where each head goes up and down independently, but it's one solid bed. If you looked at it from the ceiling down and you had a rectangular mattress, the top third of it would have a slit and each head would go up and down independently. But the rest of it is still a solid mattress. And you can do the feet independently as well. And, some people buy the separate. You can get like a king, you can get two twin XLs and do the same thing, but you got that gap down the middle. And I don't recommend that. Some people buy it, and if you truly sleep independently from each other, it's fine. But most people that I find that get that aren't happy with it over time. Some are, but flex heads are very, very popular. We have the largest selection in New York State that I'm aware of, and nobody else that I'm aware of has all the brands under one roof that we have at Mattress Express. You can find our locations at mattressexpressny.com. You can call us during business hours at 1-800-NEW-BEDS. You can email me directly at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. One analogy I like to throw out, I love analogies. When you're purchasing your next sleep system, please keep in mind you spend a third of your life in bed. It affects everything you do. That's when you're sleeping, it's a restorative process where your body and your mind heals. It greatly affects your health, your sleep. It affects how you drive, how you work. It affects your relationships. It really, really does. And I like to use the analogy of leasing a car. I think the average lease payment in the U.S. is around $600, give or take. And when I talk to people, I'll say, how long do you spend in your car a day? And on average, probably an hour, right? And average lease is probably 3 years. So you're spending $600 a month. That's $7,200 a year. That's $21,600 over 3 years to spend 1 hour a day in your car. You have no problem doing that, turning the car in and giving up that $21,000. Now, a bed, you're going to spend 56 to 63 hours a week in. It's going to affect your health dramatically, your relationships, how you perform at work, how you drive. You're going to own it for 10 years plus, and people squawk at a percentage of what you would spend on a car in 3 years. Just keep that in mind. I know you don't like to spend money on a bed, but it's like my analogy is buying a refrigerator. Nobody wants to spend money on a refrigerator, but when you buy the stainless steel double doors with the water and ice in the door and the LED lighting and the crisper drawer, every time you open it, you go, oh, this is nice. I'm glad same thing with a bed. When you wake up relaxed and you feel great, you're going to appreciate buying a good bed. You get what you pay for when it comes to buying a mattress. So again, another article that I like, that I came up with was from WebMD. And again, this may come as a tremendous surprise to all of you. I am not a medical doctor. You kidding me? I barely made it through high school and college, but I am not a medical doctor. But I have an article here, medical reasons you could have insomnia. It always surprises me how many people, my fiance suffers from insomnia. And it says this is not one of the reasons why you have insomnia, because you stay out late, love a good party, stay at the office till wee hours of the morning. It says one of the reasons, medical reasons you may have insomnia is stress. Stress over a job loss, death of a loved one, long-term worry, anxiety disorder. It says you should see a physician if you're suffering from this. Another reason for insomnia is irregular sleep times. That's a reoccurring message in these shows I do from these articles. It's good to go to bed at the same time every night. It's good to have a ritual before you go to bed. Like I go in, I brush my teeth, I get undressed. There's a ritual you go through. They say you should not be on the phone or on the TV like an hour before you go to sleep. These are all things. So irregular sleep times, a confused body clock can keep you up when it's time for bed. Perhaps that's the result of an inconsistent bedtime, a long flight from another time zone, working overnight, or changing shifts for your job. Yeah, I've experienced that where I travel a little bit. When I fly across country, you get there and you just can't fall asleep because, your body thinks it's a different time. Another possible medical reason for insomnia on WebMD is mental illness. A troubled mental state plays a role more than half the time. People with depression are far more likely to have sleep problems, including insomnia. So are those with anxiety, bipolar, and OCD. You want to get help if that's what you're suffering from. No shame there. Everybody's got problems. This is a big one. Another reason that I harp on all the time, a medical reason, according to this WebMD article, that you may be suffering from insomnia is breathing problems, heavy snoring, sleep apnea. I've got it. I'm telling you, if you're listening to me and your partner says you snore, or they've told you you need a CPAP and you won't do it, you're making a mistake. You take it from a stubborn guy who fought it for about 5 years. And I finally gave in and started wearing it, and it changed my life. If I don't sleep with a CPAP now, I wake up exhausted. You sleep so much better. Yes. Is it cumbersome? Yes. Is it a pain? Yes. But do you feel 10 times better? Yes. Yes, you really, really do. The article says heavy snoring could be sleep apnea, which cuts off your breathing, could wake you hundreds of times in a single night. You may not remember it, but you may feel groggy the next day. We've all probably felt that way. Sometimes it's related to your weight, but not always. Nasal allergies and asthma could also interfere with your breathing. So if you have insomnia, kind of interesting, medical reasons on WebMD that you could be having insomnia. Dementia. Along with loss of memory, Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia can unsettle some people when you'd normally expect them to sleep, and they get restless. It's known as sundown syndrome or sundowning. The person may be confused, anxious, restless, or aggressive around bedtime and start to pace, rock, or even wander off. Fascinating. Another reason you may have insomnia is pain, arthritis, chronic back issues, fibromyalgia, cancer, or other condition. Pain can prevent you from peacefully drifting off or interrupt your rest. And to complicate the issue, sleeplessness can make you hurt more, as well as creating a cycle. One of these days, we're going to talk about sleeping hot. It's such a big issue. And I don't know why I said that, but it's all about humidity, but we'll get into that another time. Itching. I have this problem. I get dry skin, especially in the climates we live in. Conditions like psoriasis and eczema can make your skin burn and itch badly. It's all you can think about. No amount of counting sheep will distract you. And if you do fall asleep, you might scratch so hard it wakes you up again. Yep. All possible medical reasons for insomnia. If you've had experience with insomnia and have overcome it, shoot me an email, pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. Again, this is Kevin Fear. The show is Pillow Talk, a show about sleep. I hope you find this information informative and helpful. I've always been a big talk radio guy my whole life. I listened to Bruce Williams a lot when I was younger. If you're familiar with him, if you remember him, loved him on the radio. When you're ready to purchase your next sleep system, and I say sleep system because there's more than just a mattress. You got to have the right sheets, the right protector. And it's not that I want to sell you this stuff because I do. It's that you're going to sleep more comfortably with the proper sheets. You might want like an Ice Tech cooling cover that goes over the mattress, which is a mattress cover that keeps you cool. You may want an adjustable base, makes a tremendous difference. And for many people in how they sleep, go to mattressexpressny.com. Visit any one of my stores. No appointment necessary. We're open 7 days a week. You can get all the locations at mattressexpressny.com. You can call during business hours at 1-800-NEW-BEDS. We're coming up on the break. We're going to have another segment. Stick around for this next segment. I think it's pretty interesting. My name is Kevin Fear, and we are going to be right back after this break.